and welcome to first video in the shed for a while actually. Some updates for you first of all. This is the new panel that I built. Dodgy sticker on there, but it doesn't matter, it's functional I suppose. It's got silence, reset and evacuate, that's what those buttons are, and that's obviously access controls. Very good unit that I've built here. Show you the inside, lots of wiring. But yeah, the door actually closes all the way, that's one of the good features that I've built into this. Yeah, lots of wiring. Good panel. Glad to finally have something a bit neater. So this is the panel that I'm going to be wiring up a new device to today, because you'll notice that there is absolutely nothing in the call point location. So that's access controls, by the way. Yeah, they light up. But yeah, obviously by the title you've seen that I will be fitting this brand new, by the way, ignore the rain spot, it is pissing it down outside right now. Welcome to Wales. Yeah, brand new Synapse SyCall. So let's give this. I have unboxed it and looked at it for a bit. There's a key, interesting key, quite small, but definitely will fit on pretty much any key ring. Nice method of activation and resetting for this call point as well. Here's the unit itself. You'll see it's really modern looking. It's a very sleek call point. Lots of wiring options on the back, as you'll see here. It's got like LED, regular switch, and then it's got 470 ohm and 608 ohm resistor. Obviously the LED is like in the element itself, which I find very nice. Very nice call point this. Can't wait to get it working on the system. So yeah, I'll begin the installation process now. It does come with a back box. I will not be using the back box obviously, because this dry lining box is obviously for flush mounting, so I will be using the very nicely included plate for that, which is kind of similar to the Rafiki Fike call points, where you have the back plate and then you sort of hinge the call point onto the back plate and screw it down. With this one you don't screw it down, you hinge it and it clips in at the bottom. It's very similar to an Apollo call point, in fact. So yeah, let's get started. Some interesting screws I'll be using here. These are actually, I use these all for every call point pretty much. They're actually original to an old style KAC. I have a load of these because I bought, I think it was 14 old style KACs. I still have them all. I'm meaning to sell a few of them. And they all came with their original screws. The uninstaller, well, the service engineer or whatever, decided that they would keep the screws. I mean, most people bin these, which I appreciate the fact that I've been given them because they're black, so they blend in much nicer to black call points. But that obviously doesn't matter for the call point that I'm fitting today, which has a red back plate which is not visible through the element. So I will be installing this. So I need to first off put them down there, thread these wires through, and get the plate more or less where it needs to be. And then I will put one screw in. Yeah, it's gone well, that, hasn't it? Bit rusty, these screws. It's the only thing I could say that's negative about them. Still very nice to have. I could just soak them in vinegar, but it's not worth it really. It's not like they affect functionality just yet, luckily. Yeah. This is a really cheap, awkward to use dry lining box, by the way. These side bits just fall out and stuff. Not good, but it was like 65p from the range, which, you know, it's not exactly a electrical specialist shop I bought this from, so really doesn't concern me. I will probably replace it at some point, if I can be arsed. It's not like you can really get to a shop nowadays, is it, that sells decent electrical hardware. I'm going to get the other one in just for balance, and then I will adjust the tightening on them a bit later. Just best to get it level and stuff before they're fully tightened, for obvious reasons. Sometimes, because the threads on this back box are completely shit, the screws... Yeah, sometimes because the threads on the back box aren't very good, the screws can get stuck halfway through, and then you have to loosen them all the way again. And that's not what we want, but luckily it only happens a few times, and it would have happened by now if it was going to happen with these particular screws on this particular install. So I'm not too bothered. But then again, I really do need a new dry lining box for this. So you'll notice on this wiring here, I'm going to see if you can even see it on the camera. Yeah, you can. So you see there's one called LED, and then there's one called R1. So I believe I have to put my in maybe up through LED, and then my out into R1. Yeah, that's probably one thing I don't like about this call point, is that it has the same terminal for in and out. That could be a bit frustrating if I was wiring an FP. But I wire in, like, it's really unsafe. It's not good cable to use. This is intruder cable, actually, 8 core. But I've got it duct taped here, and all the wires are just folded back in there. And the sounder wires run through the same thing. It's just not a great setup, but demo purposes only, really. So it's all good. So yeah, that's what I'm going to have to do. Put me in through LED and then my out through resistor 1, which is 470. This panel accepts 470 and 680 resistors, because my panel's really simple because I built it. So I will get back to you when I've wired these terminals, because it's going to be a pain in the arse if I've got a camera in my way. I partially take back what I said before about these terminals. They are fairly nice, far nicer than the fully on ones that they use on the men vehicle points. Those are a pain in the fuck. Honestly, I hate those, but this seems to have gone in quite easily. I'm actually, before I clip it on, because it's a pain in the arse to get off, really. I don't want to wear these clips out too much. I'm going to give it the first powered test here, so let's see how this goes. Nice, so that works. You can see the LED has come on. And panel's gone into fire, but there is nothing connected on the system at the minute, because my next system test, I've got some interesting devices, but I need one of them to arrive at my door first. But yeah, so there's no sounders at the minute, but I can safely clip this back onto the thing now. I just need to shove that in, because that's going to get in the way. Let's see then. Just trying to get that on there. That's pretty much on. Come on, you can do it. No wires are stuck, are they? Nope. Nice. That's all on. So there's our installed call point. You can see that when I install a call point with this box, it does sort of sit out a bit because it's not perfect. But yeah, now to reset these call points, the key goes in the bottom. You just twist it. You might have noticed that the yellow flag here has no stripes on it. Typically with these, from the ones that I've seen on YouTube, they have sort of a striped warning pattern on the yellow bar. So I don't know if mine's a defect model or if that's just how they are now, because there's no requirement to have that that indication flag have yellow and black. So they may have just changed it to save money in manufacturing or something like that. But either way, it's a really nice call point. It's a really lovely looking call point. Nice and good matte finish around the rest of it, and then this is like bit glossy here, and then obviously the element, it feels like glass. These are based on these aren't based on any core point. I think the Apollo core points are what are based on these. So the Apollo intelligent core points do have a lot of similarities to these Synapse core points. So yeah, let's give it another. Actually, I'm going to reset the panel. Reset. So that's reset now. Give it another press. Definitely works. So obviously can't reset when it's still powered on. Oh, get in the hole. There we go. Lovely unit. Definitely approve. If anyone is wondering what call points they should buy, I definitely recommend the SyCall call points. So yeah, thank you for watching this quick little installation video. This is the second one that I've ever done, actually. I did one on, oh, it's taken down now, but the Orbis multi-sensor is up over there. Not where I originally installed it on camera. But yeah, I did install that on camera. I think it was there or there where I originally installed it, but things move in here because it's a demo system, so there's the Hochiki one. But yeah, I've got some new detectors to go there for the next test, something a bit older, but a bit uncommon on eBay now, actually, that I have. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep my next system test a nice surprise for you all. So yeah, thank you for watching.